Kayla has touched the heart of the world. Those words from Kayla Mueller's aunt as the family acknowledges the heartbreaking news of her death. The 26-year-old becomes the fourth American hostage killed while in ISIL captivity. Mueller's parents say that they got a private message from the Islamic State that left no doubt as to their daughter's fate. Nathan King has details now from our newsroom.
Yeah, Mike, yet another hostage dies at the hands of ISIL, but just how she died still remains a mystery. As the world learned of Kayla Mueller's death, her family and friends urged the world to remember her life.
Kayla has touched the heart of the world. The world grieves with us. The world mourns with us. The world wants to be more like Kayla.
This was the news the Mueller family and the American public had feared since last week, when ISIL released this picture of the building they say Kayla Mueller was killed in during an airstrike by Jordanian jets. The US has not confirmed ISIL's account, but national intelligence officials say the Mueller family received private information from Kayla's ISIL captors over the weekend. Although no details were released about how or when she died, the information was authenticated by the US. However she died, US officials say ISIL is responsible.
There is no evidence of civilians in the target area prior to the coalition strike taking place. And that certainly would call into question the claims that are made by ISIL. What is not possible to call into question is that ISIL, regardless of her cause of death, is responsible for it. This, after all, is the organization that was holding her against her will.
According to Kayla Mueller's family, she remained a humanitarian throughout her captivity, reaching out to fellow captives and her captors alike, even trying to teach her guards crafts. In a letter written last year to her family and smuggled out by a released hostage, she said she only suffered because she knew her family was suffering. She wrote, "This should never have become your burden." The 26-year-old was taken captive in 2013 in the northern Syrian town of Aleppo. Mueller had previously been a humanitarian worker in India, the Middle East, and at an HIV/AIDS clinic in her home state of Arizona. In announcing Mueller's death, US officials also confirmed one other American is being held hostage in the Middle East. And now, Mike, 4 US citizens have been killed at the hands of ISIL.